All right, let's talk some Justin Fields. This guy has been red hot these past couple of weeks. This game, I think it's the best game of his career. I thought some of these plays he was making was just outstanding. One of the things that, is getting a lot of talk about, and I do agree with it to some degree, is the fact that I'm hearing a lot of people say that they're finally running an offense that's designed around Fields. And I would say that's true. I think I agree with that. I would also say, though, that even when they're running those plays, they're executing them better. Something you see on the screen, a rollout with Fields. Like, listen, Matt Nagy definitely had a lot of faults in Chicago, and he definitely didn't run enough of these plays. But also, when he ran them, they weren't being executed as well. And you're seeing it executed much better, not just by Fields, but by the entire Bears offense. So what's going to happen is it's going to be a play action rollout to the top of the screen. You see a couple of receivers in the routes they're running. Watch how Fields takes the snap. He runs the play action, and look at how quickly he gets past Jalen Phillips. Poor Jalen Phillips, man. I mean, that guy tried to keep up with Fields all day. He had a rough time out there. He was doing his best, but man, that's a tough guy to try and keep up with. You see, though, Fields gets past him enough to where he looks and he sees that he has tight end Cole Kmet, who is open. Watch Fields, while off balance, make a very accurate throw, and Cole Kmet is able to get into the end zone for a touchdown. So also, I had to cut it out at the end. He had a great celebration, I thought, too. The baseball swing celebration. Great stuff all around by the Bears. Celebrating, even going well. But it's just good stuff all around, right? Literally every facet of the Bears offense is doing what they're supposed to be doing. And, let's be honest, we've seen it be the opposite, where no facet of the Bears offense is doing what they're doing. So to be doing this stuff and doing it this well, it's very exciting if you're a Bears fan. To me, a play like this is probably if I had to pick one clear difference from what we're seeing from the Bears, because you look at their statistics from like weeks 1 through 4 and then past that to now, it's night and day. I mean, they were terrible weeks 1 through 4, and then they've been great for the past 5 weeks. And I feel like it's stuff like this that I'm really seeing the biggest difference in. It's the Justin Fields rushes, where you're going to have, pay attention to the contain guy on this play for Miami. So the way this play works is it's a quarterback option play where you can hand it to the halfback, or you can keep it yourself and run to the outside. Typically what your read is if that edge rusher moves close to the inside, then you keep it yourself and run to the outside. Or if he stays to the outside, then you simply just hand the ball to your halfback and say, hey, we got rid of a blocker, or we have a chance to get to the outside. Either way, it should be a win. Now, Fields takes a snap. I actually think this was a quarterback keeper by design. I think because you can do it 2 different ways. You can do the option, or you can just have a design, this is what we're doing play. But you see how much he moves in. They're just fooling guys on this stuff. It's just adding one wrinkle to your offense, one more way you can fool guys. Listen, football is a game of deception, and if you can do that, it can be effective. Watch Fields, again, just blow by. I mean, the speed in this game was just too fast for Miami. I mean, he was able to get very quickly there. But again, they're fooling guys. They're actually in positions where you're like, hey, that was kind of, that worked out nicely for Fields. You never saw that last year, it felt like, where a play was actually just open for him. This one's, I think, a better example, though, of just what Fields brings to the table here. Because, again, those other plays, yeah, Fields looks awesome there, but this is a play that I think is even better. It's, again, similar idea. You see the edge rusher. It's, once again, poor Jalen Phillips trying to chase down Fields. Look at how you're going to see Fields, again, keep the ball himself. I think Phillips is doing a pretty decent job here, much better than the last play. He should probably be about a step further towards the bottom of the screen, but that's a nitpick. I mean, you're going to get people out of position like this. You're not always going to read the play perfectly. So you're in this situation. You look at this play now, it's not out of the question Fields could lose yards, you would think, just given what you're seeing right now. And you're probably only expecting him to gain a few yards in this situation, but again, it's a speed thing. Watch as Fields does turn the corner. He is able to blow by Phillips, and again, he nearly got into the end zone for a touchdown there. These are incredible plays. And I know people are going to sit here and say, well, he's not winning through the passing game. Well, he is. But I know that while some people prefer just more of a traditional drop back passer, my argument with Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts has kind of been like, that's a part of their game. If you're moving the ball down the field, you're moving the ball down the field effectively. And Justin Fields, as of right now, is moving the ball down the field effectively. And so, you have to sit here and say, this is working. Justin Fields is a good quarterback right now. And also, I want to go over here, because again, this might seem like I'm saying, oh, look at Justin Fields. He's doing the things schemed up nicely for him. I really don't mean that. I really do believe that he is just playing good football right now in every asset of the game. Clearly, the passing game is not their forte. I think it has more to do with their receivers right now than Fields. That's what I've seen. But, he's still making plays. It's a 3rd down and 8 on this one. It's cover 1-man play. You have a receiver running a route, trying to get to the outside. Watch as Fields takes the snap. He looks over. It's Darnell Mooney that is the guy there. You have a little bit of separation. There's some separation. There's a window to make the throw, but it is not a huge window by any means, and it's always a risky play here, right? You don't want to cost your team a potential chance to get 3 points, especially when you're down 11. So you're down 2 scores, but 1 score would make it 1 score. Even if that 1 score is a field goal. I said that confusingly. I apologize, but I think hopefully you understand what I mean. So you don't want to underthrow it, because underthrowing it could lead to an interception. So Fields puts that one. I mean, that's exactly where Fields was trying to make the throw. Great catch, sure, but that's exactly where Fields was trying to make that throw. That's where I would want him to make that throw. So again, just really good stuff from Fields all around. It's not just the rushing game. Although, let's be honest, the rushing game is definitely his most positive attribute, and that's not a negative. That's actually a positive. If you can do that, especially in today's NFL, it can really frustrate defenses. Like, of course, I got to break this play down. I mean, this is one of the better rushing plays you'll see from a quarterback ever. I mean, it just is. It's a 3rd down and 6. They're at their own 39-yard line here. Fields takes the snap. The Dolphins are in man coverage, so Fields is able to step up in the pocket a little bit and does a little pump fake. You saw him kind of fake to try to get the player who I've circled in white for Miami out of position, and it worked a little bit, but again, you're watching this play, and if you don't know it's Justin Fields, if you've never seen Justin Fields play before, and you're seeing this situation, you're saying, okay, it'll get you a few yards. You're not getting the 1st down here. But watch Fields just blow by everybody. I mean, that's just speed. That's really all that is. It has great acceleration and speed. And so everyone tried to take a close angle to try to make the tackle that way, and they weren't able to make a tackle. You now have a couple other Miami players, and again, at the 45-yard line, you expect this to still be a tackle. You expect it to be a decent gain at this point, but you do not expect this to be a touchdown. However, Fields has that incredible speed that usually you only see out of like running backs or wide receivers, and that's what allowed him to be able to have such an effective day against the Miami Dolphins. So, hey, things are going well for Justin Fields right now. Things are going well for the Bears right now, and I do think it's worth mentioning that I think he's getting better. I think that he is actively getting better. I think that's been a big part of it, is I think that he's become one thing that I thought of that I maybe hadn't really considered when I was evaluating Fields, that kind of said, okay, well, these are the areas he can improve in his passing game. I never really thought about him improving in his rushing game, but that is something that, of course, you can do, right? And that's kind of been something he's done as well, is he's become a better runner. He's, at times, I feel like, very quickly abandoned the play call to just scramble out, and that's a good decision. That's what Lamar Jackson does. Patrick Mahomes will do that at times. Hell, you'll even see like a Tom Brady or an Aaron Rodgers, if the opportunity presents itself, very rarely once in a blue moon, do that kind of thing. Obviously, Fields does it a lot more because he's a lot better of a runner than at least those last couple guys. Where is this going to go? Where is this team going to go? I have no idea. But the reality is, again, you cut out those first 4 weeks. If you look at like the past 5 weeks, they've been a top 10 offense in football. And, their record isn't terrible. Who knows? Maybe they could try to make something happen, especially in a weak NFC. So, yeah, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And, of course, as always, thanks for watching.